Wow.
You may have one particular manufacturer and 3, 4, 5 different loft options in that 6-iron.
Right.
So let's dive into it.
Hey everyone, welcome to Tour Validated. My name is DJ Lantz, joined by Kris McCormack, and today we're touching on a topic that I know a lot of you have been touched by. It's a topic that gets a little touchy on the tee box. Your buddy hits an 8-iron on a par 3, you're standing there with a 6-iron, wondering why is he 2 clubs stronger than you all of a sudden? What are we looking into?
There was a lot of touching.
Yeah.
There's a lot of touching.
You touched a lot.
We could be looking at a loft problem.
Yep.
Or we could be looking at a potential loft problem.
Yeah.
So just like with shafts and with lengths, there's no industry standard for loft when it comes to set composition and what these OEMs actually designate as lofts for the particular number that the player might be playing.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, we've got a couple of options here. So Titleist T400 and then the Titleist 620MB.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the loft configuration between these two, not even close.
Right, we're looking at what? 23
degrees here.
23 degrees.
Versus 31.
Okay.
So the likelihood of these two 6-irons producing the same launch characteristics, same distance, probably not a thing.
Right.
So, playing golf with your buddies, you hit 6-iron, I step up and I go, there is no chance in hell my 6-iron's getting there. Probably gonna have to pull a 4 out of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're talking about today.
Right. I mean, we're looking at a very different makeup of these two clubs. If you just dive into some very basic visual characteristics without even getting into the tech under the hood, soles are very different, the way that it's designed is very different, the amount of tech that goes into it, the processes. So there's an explanation.
Of course there is. I mean, you've got multi-material construction versus a traditional forge type iron,
mm-hmm.
but what is it that produces distance? I mean, it's speed,
right?
But then, second variable there that we're looking at, static loft.
Yep.
So when we hit these guys side by side, I'm expecting to see some pretty decent differences.
All right, well.
So, I'd say we dive into it.
That's what I love to do.
Let's do it. So wrapping up this test, had a little fun this week, and I mean, I may have called a little audible on you today, but how you feeling?
You did. Pretty fatigued. So we were supposed to just hit within one OEM, the strong loft versus the weaker lofted iron head. But
what fun is that?
You know, we decided to just do 3. So more swings than I intended today, but I think the data's pretty compelling.
I think we had fun. I had fun. Yeah, I had fun watching you take all those swings.
I'm sure you did have fun. Yeah, that was.
I just want to say that that's what you get for having the cool camel pullover, and I got nothing.
Yeah, this is a nice pullover, I will say.
But with what we tested,
yes,
reeling it back on topic.
Yep.
We did a little bit of Titleist.
Yep.
So opposite ends of the spectrum there with 620MB and T400.
Yep.
And then we kept it a little closer with the Callaway Apex, the TCB, and the Apex 21. And then again, kind of stayed similar families in what we tested with 790 and then P7MC.
Yeah.
So there is definitely some construction differences, some loft differences, and I mean, what we saw in the data kind of speaks for itself.
Absolutely.
Irons are not created equal.
They are not created equal, and you know, you took the words right out of my mouth. Even within the same OEM, we got a lot going on, some differences, a little bit for everybody, but ultimately what that tells me is don't worry about what your friend's hitting. Make sure you're worried about, you know, what window you're hitting out of and characteristics of spin and distance that you're looking for, because you've got a wide range of options.
100%. End of the day, play what works for you.